For the purpose of the appointment of a new board member, we will begin with our pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So again, the purpose of this meeting is to select a new board member. We got two applicants that were here Monday evening. They were interviewed in public by the board. The way that process will work at this point is we will accept nominations from the board. We have a nomination in a second, and then we will vote. If there are two candidates or both nominated, we'll vote on both candidates, and it'll take a majority, which in this case would be 3 votes, to select the new board member. So with that, I will open the meeting up and begin accepting nominations.
I would like to nominate Lori Wilkie as the representative for District 2.
We have a nomination and a second. Are there any other nominations? If not, then call the roll.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Vasquez.
Yes.
Trustee Maleta.
Yes.
Trustee Williams. Yes.
Well, congratulations, Lori Wilkie, as a new board member. Scott, we really appreciate your application and your interest in doing it. There's always still opportunities through the other process. You did offer an awful lot, but obviously one person gets selected. So the swearing in will take place formally probably before our next board meeting. In the interim, I would contact Attorney Elwood on that process because I know you will need to resign your post with the township board. So that'll have to happen first.
Okay.
And then Attorney Elwood can explain to you that swearing in. That was the only purpose of this meeting. I am going to ask Dr. Ellis, because I'm assuming there is some interest of another subject. Can you explain graduation, please? On what's transpired and where we are with graduation?
So as far as graduation is concerned, being in stage 4.5, we were going to originally still host graduation with the limited tickets so that each graduate had 4 tickets. Based on further review of the CDC guidelines, additional conversations with the health department, and so on, of course, internal conversations with my team, we looked at that from the standpoint of ensuring safety of the community and that we were not putting anyone in a situation that was virtually irresponsible on behalf of the district. Due to that, it was then decided, as you're aware, as the cases started to increase in our county again, it was decided that we would no longer allow spectators. As you all know, that's been a very difficult decision, hard to wrap our heads around because we want families to be present for this. It is a true milestone in the life of a child and the life of a family, and we appreciate the community and family support for these graduates, and we know what's been taken from them, no fault of anyone. Upon that situation, it was concerning because today, middle of the day, we learned that the governor has extended level 4.5. In the event that we would have included spectators, we would have needed to be at level 5, and that was not extended. And although we did want to give our families as much notice as possible because we have family members traveling from out of town, out of state, that were possibly going to be coming to attend graduation. I was concerned today when we learned that 4.5 was extended because we didn't know if we could have all 600 graduates, although we can guarantee social distancing of all of them and masks. We didn't know if it would be considered.
In 4.5 says you can't have gatherings of more than 250.
Yes.
Correct.
And our graduating class is over 550. So upon that information, we contacted the Porter County Health Department because it states that if you're having a gathering over 250 at this time, you need permission to host that and the conditions of which you're hosting it. We did receive special permission from the Porter County Health Department that we can still host the full graduating class because it is outdoors, because masks are required, and because they will be socially distant. We are live streaming this graduation, and I am by no means implying that that is the same as watching your child or loved one graduate. But I'm grateful that we can do that. I'm grateful that we still have the opportunity afforded to us with this special approval to still have all graduates in person. I wish this were not the situation, and again, nothing that anyone wants for this graduating class, but that's where we are. The permission was provided by the Porter County Health Department to still allow 600 graduates on the field.
So, and just to kind of reiterate a little bit, when all this came down as we were approaching graduation, while other districts were canceling, or they were just doing virtually, we did stay steadfast to your team on, we are gonna try to have a graduation. And then when the governor came out with his 5 phases, phase 5 was supposed to take place July 4th, which would have made that open. So that was all planned for. When that did not happen, it really kind of changed the scope of what we can do. But we didn't take the easy way out like other districts did. We were definitely steadfast in trying to have a full graduation. I mean, even to the fact we're giving 4 tickets out, which was more than anybody was doing as well, especially a school our size. It's sad, it's unfortunate. All of this is sad and unfortunate.
Yeah.
So we're doing the best that we can. So hopefully, there'll be opportunities for people to see it live streamed. Hopefully the kids can still participate, those who choose to, and hopefully they will. We're proud of those kids. They've been through an awful lot more than any other graduating class in my lifetime. Has had to go through, and there's been some really rough times over various things. But the kids are, you know, it's just not a good situation, and appreciate you doing the best that you can. I appreciate today getting on that phone as quickly as you could and getting that permission and asking what we can do, and at least getting the permission to have the kids still, because that would have been terrible if we would have had to cancel the whole thing at this point. Anybody else have anything? If not, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
I would like to add something if I can, please.
We didn't get the chance.
Go ahead.
You can ask for that.
I think we're a little hastily jumping into this. I don't understand why